The Tech Disruptors podcast is brought to you by the Average Dad Tech Store and Stellar Data Recovery.
Darren and Jason, we breaking the matrix. Circuits and codes, we shaping the basics. Switching the system, yeah, we the mutation. Tech Disruptors, innovation and station. 808 stomping, algorithms popping. Bikes getting flipped, watch the data start dropping. We the ones they fear, Wi-Fi in the gear. Crypto in the veins, blockchain pioneer. Screens glow cold, but the minds run hot. Silicon dreams in the terabyte plot. Hacking the globe, yeah, we shatter the mode. Data overload, watch the future explode. Disrupt the code, break the mold. Tech Disruptors, we too bold. Darren and Jason, the future sold. Plugging it like on, watch it unfold. Laser shot focus, the lens stay zooming. Zones in the air, AI's booming. Deep dive tech, no room for illusions. Cloud in the sky, no room for confusion. Fiber optic flows, connections insane. Hacking the mainframe, rewiring the game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tech Disruptors podcast. My name is Darren, and this lovely gentleman is named...
My name is Jason.
Oh, that was very Elvis. Your voice dropped a couple of octaves there. Or Forrest Gump, either or.
Probably more Forrest Gump, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We got it. We're back for another week talking everything tech and tech related. And it's been a really interesting week in the world of tech because there's been some really funny stories come out this week. We're going to start with
more funny than serious, honestly.
Yeah, like we came out of October and, hot on all these different tech stories. And now we're going into November and I feel like tech is making fun of itself. Like there's
interesting. And my thumbnail was like a grenade getting ready to go off.
Yeah.
And it's like, we have all this cool tech coming out and it looks like technology just threw a grenade and hey, let's blow this all up. I mean,
you know what? Maybe that's what we should do. At the end of every year, like in November, December, maybe we should just be making fun of tech so that it keeps it in check for January. Like just start, grabbing everything that we see and going, okay, let's put this into context for the people that are actually watching and really want to, explore the world of tech. But so anyway, the one story that you and I both had a really good laugh at this week comes from a little place in the world that we don't normally get a lot of tech stories from. And that is Russia. So
they seem kind of closed off,
Yeah, like almost like they don't want to be in the tech space or they're keeping all their tech to themselves is maybe a better way to put it. But Russia has revealed its first AI robot. Yes, them too. We've had a bunch of them on our show the last couple of weeks. Ones that cost a lot of money, ones that are good, ones that are maybe not so good.
Well, most of them are pretty impressive for the most part.
Yeah. So
this one may top that.
It may top that. This may be the greatest AI robot of all time. So Russia has revealed its first anthropomorphic robot, AIDOL, it's called. AIDOL, A-I-D-O-L, AIDOL. But in its big debut here, things didn't necessarily go as planned. Now, this is from the BBC. Now, BBC, just for the record, BBC does not usually cover this kind of thing.
No.
But the fact that it did is impressive to me. So I'm going to share you this video here. And I'm going to see if I can get it playing. Let's maximize it up here. So this is Russia's, answer to all these AI robots that are coming out. This is AIDOL. Now, I apologize. There's no sound because obviously it was on a...
And for those listening, this robot's like tiptoe walking, like not very good.
Anyway, it pauses and then kind of staggers a little bit.
I think it's been drinking.
And he's down, and the robot comes down.
Oh, it fell apart.
Falls apart. I'm just going to rewind. For those of you who are watching right now, I'm just going to rewind.
Let's get an instant replay.
So here it is. It kind of waves, and then she's down, and just the back falls off.
So if this was Elon Musk and what's Optimus or whatever they call it, or any of these companies we've been looking at, and it tripped and fell and like just fell apart, they'd be like, oh crap, that's millions and millions of dollars. The other thing is those robots, if they fell, probably would not fall apart because they're put together properly and they expect, hey, this thing like humans may fall a few times. This thing looks like it was put together for about $1,000.
I'm going to play it again just for us people that are watching at home. Yes. So
Look at it. It can barely.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the balance. It looks like it might have been maybe rushed out.
So this is like funny. This is like the one kid. You guys go out with some friends and you go to the bar or the pub and you have a few too many drinks. This is the guy that falls over.
Now, I just want to point something out here. I want you to look at the backside of this robot. It kind of looks like a CRT television. If you look really closely here, let's see if I can find it. Hang on, let me go back just a little bit. Watch as it falls, and the back falls out right there.
Yeah, I don't.
Right there.
Well, they have a lot of sanctions against them for whatever this thing is going on with, in the world. Maybe they're and they bring out the curtain to cover it up. What the?
Yes.
Yeah, they can't even get the curtain right.
They can't even get the curtain right. The curtain's all wrapped up. Oh yeah, they're panicking right there.
So I would say that this should not. Someone was pushing them to get this out so they could be on the same 100%. Stage, and they are. This just proves one thing, and nothing against Russian people. I don't know any Russian people. I'm going to say that they're not quite up to snuff when it comes to robotics, at least in this.
Like, it just goes down, and I know we shouldn't laugh, but
no, but it fell apart in like pieces. There should it should not be. Well, maybe it didn't.
Well, the back fell off. The back panel fell off. There's a whole bunch of shrapnel on the ground there. And we know what's funny, and they didn't have the audio of this, but when it fell, it went, "I've fallen and can't get up," and it was stuck.
And it was looking for the little button to push. So
they were looking for that. Help. Yeah. So look, I love that Russia is making its own AI robot. It's a little scary because the person who's in charge,
maybe,
and that's a little bit concerning in a lot of ways. But okay, so let me ask you a general question. Besides Russia, what country would you not want an AI robot to be made in, primarily because of security concerns?
Oh, Korea.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, the bad Korea. Was that North Korea?
the bad Korea.
You can't say China because they're way ahead of the game already.
They're already making them.
Well,
yeah,
here's the difference. Is it North Korea, which is the bad Korea?
Yeah, well, allegedly, yes. We'll say allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay.
Bombed.
Again, like Russia, I would assume they limit the amount of technology that their people use.
Yes, correct.
So they may be similar with their robotic technology. I don't know.
I'm just curious. Do they have an AI robot?
Well, they're not going to share it with the world. What are you talking about? Unless they're
it would be
evil and they want to, brag.
It would have to, unless it's secret footage that's leaked out. But I don't believe we've seen.
What does North Korea share with the world? Hey, we fired another missile. Hey, actually, we got a new submarine.
I'm going to be honest with you.
It's going to be an attack
robot.
They
might actually have something. Hang on a second.
It's macking me.
So this
I just called you out, didn't I?
No, it's not. No. So this was from November 25, 2022. So it's about 3-4 years ago. This is the North Korean equivalent of their AI robot. So let's have a look at what they're putting together here.
Korean robot with arms, a rounded head, and red eyes stares into the camera.
A couple years ago,
among thousands of other quarantine and healthcare technologies during an exhibition in Pyongyang this week. And we caught sight of it via the North's Korean Central Television on the robot's functions, but it was being celebrated as part of the North's effort to show how it successfully managed its first recognized COVID-19 outbreak.
Right, so this
is old. This is old.
COVID.
Yeah.
But North Korea has a robot. They have an AI robot. We've answered that question now. We know. But yeah, I would agree with you. I think North Korea would be a scary place for an AI robot.
What were you going to think of? Maybe Australia?
I don't even know. I'm going to assume Australia is probably making one too. I think most countries were probably developing the AI smarts.
So what is, in America, we have every state has a state flower, state animal, whatever. Does Australia have a state animal, state plant, all that stuff?
It does. So, I would say the koala or the kangaroo would be the national animal.
So should they make an AI robot that looks like a koala or a kangaroo? Because kangaroos are badass anyways.
Koala would probably be a lot less threatening. So maybe a kangaroo would probably.
You got to make a jack kangaroo.
A jack kangaroo. Can you imagine? They can't stop it afterwards. Yeah.
Australia is a national world power after they make those.
That's exactly right. We're going to have an army of them. Of kangaroo AI robots that think for themselves. But yeah, I have to agree. North Korea is a bit of a scary proposition. But I think from what we've seen so far out of all these AI stories we've covered in the last couple of weeks, I think the ones that are coming out of China, like the Unirobot karate fighting one from last week, I think that's the scariest one we've seen so far. Just for fluidity.
Well, most of those fluid ones are coming out of China.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things, right? Now, you mentioned, was it North Korea? So I actually want to pull up another story here.
The good or the bad Korea.
The good or the bad Korea.
That's how I worded it.
Listen, we can make fun all we want of, Russia, but I want to pull up this story because this actually, I thought was the funniest thing I've read in maybe the whole year. So I'm just going to read you the headline. $1 billion AI company co-founder admits that its $100 a month transcription service was originally just two guys surviving on pizza and typing out notes by hand. So this story caught my attention this week because, again, it's a little bit weird, a little bit different. But there's a company called Firefly.ai, I believe is the name of the company. And basically, they were a note-taking startup. They received $1 billion valuation earlier this year with the launch of its Talk to Firefly's AI meeting companion app.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you say a $1 billion evaluation or valuation, not evaluation.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they had some backing. So how are they poor living off pizza?
Well, so here's the thing, right? So like with evaluation, that basically means that you don't have to necessarily prove the tech. You're proving what it could potentially do.
But if let's say it's worth $1 billion or $1 million, investors can invest at that valuation at a certain percentage and take. Well,
here's the thing, right? So if it is just two guys typing, like one of those guys just has to hold the meeting and that other guy types the notes. Right? Like, and they go, oh yeah, this works amazingly. Look how fast this is, right? Like it's like an IRC
So this
chat.
is prior to like release, because if you have 50,000 downloads, two guys have eaten pizza aren't going to be able to keep up.
Well, I mean, basically they were told that an AI will join the meeting, and in reality, it was just one of those two guys listening and typing out all of the notes. So
did we hear this again? Wasn't there another AI that was using an India call center or something?
Yeah, a couple of months back. That's correct. Yeah.
Jesus.
So in this particular instance, it was just two dudes chiming into a Zoom call and typing out the notes, kind of like what do you call that? Someone in the court of law who does all the case notes.
Yeah, like I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
one of those. It's basically one of those. A guy on a laptop, or a guy on a
like the court reporter or the bailiff.
A court reporter, yeah.
I think so. For those listening, the Tech Disruptors are starting their own AI tech app, and it's just going to be me and Darren typing your notes while we're eating pizza. But it's $150 a month.
So, like, just reading this story, it gets better. So basically, they would join as Fred from Fireflies.ai, and they sit there silently taking detailed notes and then send them to the client 10 minutes later. That's a great business model. You don't have to be AI. You just have a dude listen, record it, transcribe it. I mean, you could even download one of these already existing apps that converts speech to text
and have it do it for you.
While you're listening in on this.
And you know who does the best? Google. So you can technically record it, play it for Google. Wow.
Well, I mean, Google's voice recording app, for example, does exactly that.
Oh, yeah. You can
have all the words on a text and you just copy and paste it into a Google Doc or a PDF and send it away. Now, they were making
remember, guys, Tech
Tech
Disruptors AI, we'll do $110 a month because we add that little pizzazz to our note-taking app. So.
Yeah. So anyway, this story caught my attention. It's actually really funny. And it goes to show you that there are some really clever people out there when you need to make a quick
Is
buck.
it clever or is it like late? I don't know. I guess it's clever.
Okay, Jason, listen, I'll put it to you this way. If they're saying your company's worth $1 billion,
yeah,
like that's some crazy, like,
two-dude
magic. Yeah. Like a guy just joining the meeting and going, "Oh, yeah, I got you. I'll type up all your notes, no problem."
I got an article. I got a story.
Yeah, go.
So we were talking about robotics. We were talking about, this Russian robotics, North Korea.
Yes.
So we know that Elon Musk, I pick on him a lot. I just noticed that. But anyways,
it's okay.
I want to say just here recently, I don't know if he did an interview or whatever. I know he's investing a bunch of money in more chips for more advanced robotics. But this kind of blew my mind, and maybe for sport.
Yes.
So Elon Musk predicts that we can live forever. We just need to download our brains, or he calls it snapshots, and they can be uploaded to a robotic body. So you're on, let's say you're 30-something, and you're generally healthy, but you know you're going to pass. Everyone does. Would you instantly take a snapshot at that point in time in your life and have it saved, and then once you pass, have that version of you at 30 years old uploaded to a robot?
Yeah. At my age or at my advanced age? Like, when am I dying here?
It doesn't really say. I mean, I would say if you're doing it, just say you die at 93, do you really want to snapshot? I mean, I guess you would. You'd know more. You'd be more, I don't know. You'd have all your memories. It's probably closer to when you pass, so you'd have all your most recent memories.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you remember, this kind of reminds me of that TV show Upload.
Yeah, that's a little different, but yeah. But when you die, your body, your mind doesn't, you die still, your body's gone, but you're in a virtual world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you're living in kind of like a Sims, thing where your mind lives on, but your body is, not there anymore. I actually have a clip from Upload. Do you want to see it?
Here's what it says here. It says, he said in less than 20 years from now, it may be possible to upload a digital copy of your mind, memories, thoughts, personality quirks, and all into it. Then he said, of course, you won't be quite the same. You'll be a little different because you'll be in a robot body, and the mental snapshot will not be precise. It'll probably be pretty close, but not exactly the same.
See, that worries me. Like, what am I going to get? Like an alt version of Darren?
Then you have all these issues with faith and a soul and afterlife. I think it'd be really convoluted. I think it'd be like a very hot topic with religious individuals.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But I think it's interesting. I think if we had proof that it was working pretty good, the only problem is let's say you're like a really active person when you're young.
Yeah.
And you upload to a robot and you want to go surfing. Robots, at least right now, they're just not there yet.
No, and I mean, you wouldn't be able to go for a run or a jog or like, I don't imagine like the robot would be that.
Would you ever get tired? Yeah. Oh, my battery's charged.
I mean, is it like the one we looked at last week where it self-docks? Put it on itself. But yeah, I don't know. I think, again, it brings up a lot of like ethical things. I mean, is your soul part of this robot? And then the question is, if it is, like, and it's not you, but it's an alt version of you, what happens then, right?
Yeah. In that transmission, you can become evil, and then you want your evil self into a robot that can probably do more damage. I don't know. It's funny, and you gotta remember, Elon likes to talk, and he does usually deliver on his promises, but it's always very much delayed. So,
well, I mean, we could probably see it in 10 years, along with, all the other software updates and, and cyber cabs and all that other stuff that he promises, 10 years in advance.
Like Upload was interesting is like you were in this virtual world and your family could upgrade your life.
Yes.
So like if they were poor, you'd be like a shit in the afterlife.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing. Like, that's kind of a commentary on, the subscription model that we all live by these days. To know something after he's gone, it's a fair point. Yeah, it is a complex thing. That's a good point.
Or it could be for like a seasoned actress or actor or somebody important who wants to continue to do their research. If you're like an Einstein and you pass, and this could kind of continue your research. I don't know.
I just fear, like, my fear is that it would be like alt version of you, an emo version, or like, and it's just like you're like just the opposite of what you were in the real world. Like you listen to grungy.
What was
music.
the robot movie with Megan Fox?
Where she's the robot, super
the
hot
housekeeper.
Movie. Something like that. Yeah.
What if you were something like that?
I mean,
not Megan Fox, but
do I get Megan Fox's body and my mind is in that robot?
That would not be good for you.
But I mean, then it brings up a whole bunch
your
of questions.
family's like, God, what is Darren Megan doing here?
Just sitting on the couch rubbing myself. Yeah. Now, actually, it's funny. It's funny that you bring this story up because there's been a lot of talk about AI and death lately, and I want to bring up another article here, which is kind of piggybacking on the back of a Black Mirror episode. So, a new app lets users talk to AI avatars of their deceased loved ones. So, the app in question, or the AI company in question, is 2WAI, in case you're wondering. Basically, it lets users create these interactive digital avatars of family members who have died. And they even shared a video. I'll show you this. It's a video of a pregnant woman speaking to an AI recreation of her late mother through the phone. And then the clip jumps 10 months ahead and the AI grandma is reading like a bedtime story to the baby. It's super creepy. I'll show you that in just a second. But
so I'm imagining how this happens is that you give them video of your deceased loved one or pictures. Because there's a lot of pictures out there. Like you can take a snapshot of an old black and white picture of someone like from 80 years ago, and they can reanimate it and make it look better. So and then you take some voice samples, maybe.
I'm assuming the voice samples come from the videos. That's what I would imagine. So they sample the voice, they sample the visual. But let me show you the ad here because the ad is just super creepy. Hang on a second. So this is again.
Baby Charlie.
Here is like what they perceive this AI, virtual version of your deceased loved one to be like.
He's getting bigger. See?
Oh, honey, that's wonderful.
Kicking like crazy.
He's listening. Put your hand on your tummy and hum to him. You used to love that.
It'd be interesting. See, how would you know how that deceased loved one would interact with you?
It feels like he's dancing in there.
Oh, honey.
Okay, watch this as it jumps ahead.
Did you tell Charlie that bedtime story you always used to tell me?
Once upon a time, there was a baby unicorn who didn't know he knew how to fly. This baby unicorn was like your mom because she didn't know that she knew how to fly, but she knew how to do
the AI has to know the story.
Fabulous things.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey,
I guess you're
Charlie.
okay,
It
dude.
was really
Seriously.
fun. I made this crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care that much about basketball. What about the crush?
Stop, Grandma. Stop talking.
Just tell me one thing.
Okay.
Look who's gonna be a great grandma.
30 years later.
Charlie. Oh, congratulations.
She says that he's been kicking a lot, though. Like,
okay,
you
gotta
much.
stop this video.
Okay. It's super creepy. Oh my goodness.
Let's say you were close to your grandma and she passed away. I wouldn't mind like, hey, one more message or like that, or they reanimate a couple old photos where the person just starts to smile or something. But what I don't understand is that little kid has to know, which we live in a society where we are aware of this. Maybe in the future they won't. Your grandmother's been dead for 50 years and you're still talking to her. Like, I don't know. See, right now we look at it as what the hell is creep, but maybe in the future this is the way it's going to be. But I do not like that at all because at some point you got to move on and go through that grief process. You can't just hang on to someone you can still have memories and think about them. That's what I'm saying. The photos that move and smile at you, I think is a really good idea because it's not like creepy and they're talking to you. She's like, I don't care about your basketball. What about that crush? My grandma never asked me about my crush. Sorry.
I mean, that's a super awkward conversation to have with your grandma, but I mean, sure.
Well,
but
grandma, we were on first base. We were rounding second.
How much data do you have to input? So basically,
that's what I'm saying. I guess
a lot of social media users are saying here that the video is called Nightmare Fuel, maybe even demonic, and urge that technology be destroyed, sparking a fresh wave of debate over how far AI should go with dealing with the dead.
It's only going to be as good as the information you put into it.
Well, I mean, this is it. Like, where do you get all this information from? Like, I've had my grandma passed away a couple of years back. I have some photos, maybe a little bit of video, but I don't have enough information to capture like that level of personality. I mean, how much is it?
Well, nowadays, yes,
AI, right?
Because we have everyone has cameras, everyone's recording. But my grandmother, when she was in her prime, we were little. They had maybe VHS if we had any, and that was probably really old. When you're young, you don't tend to remember everything you do with your grandmother. Maybe when you get older, but I don't know. This is to me a little too much.
It crosses definitely a line here. I mean, that video is just nuts. I mean, if it ever got to that point.
But for you viewers out there, if something would ever happen to me and Darren, they will be continued on in an AI.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I want.
All it's going to say is,
avatar.
all it's going to be for Darren is, I'm a Megan Fox body. I'm going to rub myself all day. That's all it's going to say over and over again.
That's what everybody wants, don't they? A Megan Fox body.
I don't know. I'll ask my wife when we're done.
But I mean, look, my mind was blown watching that video because it's so ridiculous and just so like.
Again, I understand the principle.
On the nose.
Like if my we did this with my grandmother, her husband, my grandfather passed away. So we took one of his old pictures and we like reanimated it, made it like HD. And all he did was like move his head and smile. He didn't really talk or anything.
Yeah.
And she was like amazed by that. But if he started talking to her, she'd be like, is he alive now? Like, I think she'd be confused. But this is weird. It goes from a pregnant woman to infant child to 10-year-old child to now he's having a baby and grandma's been dead for, 40, 50 years at this point. I mean.
Yeah. Now, and this is my thing. So 30 years later in this video, like what data are they sourcing?
So I'm assuming the AI, you input the information you had and maybe you can upload as you go. And then it maybe uses some liberties with AI to,
fills the gaps maybe?
Yeah. Like old ladies don't like basketball. So that's why she goes, oh, I don't like basketball. I just want to know about the crush. Because he's a teenager, I'm assuming they're taking some liberties there, and he wouldn't know any different because he never knew her.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's just so weird. Now, before we jump into the next story, I'm going to ask you a question here, Jason. Now, this is not really tech related per se, but we'll just say it is for the sake of now. Which basketball player sells himself the most for a lot of products? Like he attaches his name to a lot of products. Like he's not in the NBA anymore.
Right. I would assume he's not.
Yep. But
Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal.
Bingo. Yeah. All right.
That dude's on gummies and icy hot.
Now, this is not really a tech story. I just stumbled across this and had a good laugh. Have you heard of the Shaq-a-Roni pizza from Papa John's?
Yes. I don't know much about it, but I've heard about it. Yeah.
So Shaquille O'Neal, who is a big fan of tech, but has released the Shaq-a-Roni pizza. Now, I just want to kind of I saw this just before we came on air. Apart from my desire to want to order it, I want to give you the description for those of you at home who are like really into healthy, conscious eating. Over a half a pound of cheese and extra pepperoni on an extra large pizza.
Hold on. Back up. How much cheese?
Over half a pound.
Okay. You got your calcium. How much pepperoni?
It says extra pepperoni. I'm assuming that's
protein. That's your protein.
On an extra large pizza.
Sure.
8 foldable slices, served with special garlic sauce and a pepperoncini, which is like a baby pepper.
Oh, all Papa John's come with a pepperoncini. They all do.
Yes.
In the corner. And I used to eat those things. I love those things.
Yeah.
And they all come with garlic sauce too. So I don't know what so what's the special point about it? I don't get it.
I guess over the half a pound of cheese.
Honestly,
that's a lot of cheese.
They I don't know. I haven't had Papa John's in years.
Yeah.
But Papa John's always includes garlic dipping sauce and a pepperoncini. So I don't know what the difference is.
Now, can I give you some nutritional information on this one? Because I think
I would love to know what.
So per slice, it's 390 calories per slice. That's 18 grams of fat per slice.
Per slice?
1,010 milligrams per slice.
Of sodium?
I
didn't see that. I can't even see that, but I can tell you
15 grams of protein, though.
Yeah, well, of course, got the cheese.
Now, can we just look at Papa John's, its franchise assume no responsibilities for our customers with food allergies, which I love. The
Shaq, this has got to be just a name. It's basically extra cheese and extra pepperoni. Is all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah. Now, one thing that we can all agree on is that while that may be ridiculous, the Shaq-a-Roni pizza, do you want to know what else is ridiculous, Jason?
No, what's that?
This.
I bought 3 of them already. So they're not ridiculous.
The big talk of the town this week was Apple's limited edition. And I want to preface, when you hear this description, if you haven't seen this,
oh my God,
This is not an April Fool's joke.
No.
This is not Jason and I trolling you. This is us literally telling you that Apple, the company that makes your iPhone, just released a fucking sock for your iPhone.
I just want to wife this now, because I would say this is more for females. I mean, just I don't see a guy. I could be wrong, but generally a female would buy this. I showed my wife. Now she's not an iPhone person, but she doesn't really care. She goes, "What the hell is that?" I'm just saying.
So, for those of you who are wondering, Apple's released this limited edition designer strap. It kind of looks like a satchel with a sock at the end that you throw your phone into. It is basically a 3D knitted cloth to create a wearable pocket for your iPhone, which I believe replaces the crossbody strap, or it's like a new iteration of it. Do you want to know how much
iPhone? Hold on. Did the iPhone Air come with a case with straps too? And
I believe so.
Well, we know the iPhone Air is going to be canceled, but anyways,
yeah.
Okay. Now I'm not the demographic for this, and neither is my wife. We're probably a little bit older. This is ridiculous. I don't care. It's like remember the cleaning cloth that was like $50? This is what this falls into.
So you can buy the short sock for $149.95.
Is it a tube sock? Is it a tube sock?
Basically, or the long strap for $229. I just want to make sure that people understand this is stretchable cloth. Stretchable cloth.
I have one thing to say, and people are not going to like me for this. F you, Apple. F you.
What the hell, Apple?
Seriously, F you. You are literally. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Etsy is gonna blow up with these for like a quarter of the price, and no one's gonna know the difference. Apple. Okay. Two things you can think about. Hold on. We know Apple likes to upsell their products, right? They're usually more expensive than they should be.
Correct.
So there's two things here. This is actually a quality product, and people are going to buy it, or people are going to buy it just because it's Apple and it's a sock. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Darren and me were talking about this before we went on.
Yeah,
and we both agree. We thought this was like a prank. But
honestly,
it's not April Fool's. It's not April Fool's.
I know. Let me just give you a bit of background here. So,
can you get with a custom logo on it?
I don't, probably. That'd be
Tech
amazing.
Disruptor sock.
Yeah. So this was a partnership between Issei Miyake Design Studio, the makers of Steve Jobs' iconic turtleneck. So I guess that's why it has that kind of like stretchy fabric there. So basically he said, and this is a quote, that he was inspired by the concept of a piece of cloth. And he got the idea from Apple's display cleaning cloth, and that you can charge an arm and a leg for it. I can't.
I swear to God, if I see somebody, this is gonna be a New York, California thing here in the U.S. It ain't gonna be around here.
Yeah,
I like the iPhone Air. I hope this gets canceled ASAP. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Please tell me there's a video. I hope we're gonna get this copyrighted.
They've got to have an advertisement for it, like someone cool walking down the street or someone on a model on a runway.
I don't know if I have.
I don't understand the point.
I don't get it.
Crossbodies are popular right now. Like, you know how fanny packs used to be around your waist? Now they just go over your shoulder. You know, everyone wears them now. Put your phone in that. Why do you need a weird sock to put it in? And it can only hold one thing. Your phone. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
So I've got a video here. I don't know how accurate this is. I know it's not Mac and me, just for the record.
For those listening, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to be so.
This is the video here. I don't. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my God. What am I looking at? What is this, people?
Can I be honest? This is going to sell because iPhone people, I shouldn't say this. A lot of iPhone people will jump on this. It's kind of like if you're a fan of something. If you're a fan of a certain artists and their music, you'll buy the CD no matter what, just because you like them. But a CD costs $10, whereas I shouldn't say a CD because kids don't know what the hell that is. You know, you follow your favorite your
track.
I don't think anybody calls them MP3s anymore.
Spotify playlist.
There you go. But I don't want. I'm getting so upset. Like, it pisses me off because people are going to buy that shit and it's going to sell well.
Absolutely.
And I don't understand why. When I could literally take an old sock, cut it open, and still.
I just want to see Jason's old football sock and him just cut like a V in it to slop your phone in.
But it won't be an iPhone, so it'd be cool.
It would be cool. Yeah, that's correct.
So Vivo, I have the X300 Pro, and so does Darren. If you want to make a designer sock for us, we would love to rock it.
Oh, I will wear that shit to work. Absolutely.
I would not. Okay, I can't wear it to work, but I would wear it any other time.
Now, the iPhone Pocket wasn't the only big story this week, and this actually just came out yesterday or the day before. So there are actually talks that Tim Cook could be stepping down as Apple's CEO as early as next year. Now, I have to admit, this doesn't surprise me. I mean, Tim Cook is getting older. Yeah. And Apple is meant to be a fresh young person's type company. So having librarian dad at the head of the helm is not always like a good thing.
Yeah. And he hope he make it though. He doesn't make a whole lot of money. So
well, yeah. I mean he's gonna be terribly
Could you imagine his retirement package?
God.
Jesus Christ.
What is that? iPhones for life? They just pay you in
After the iPhone, I don't want any. After I'd leave a job like that, if I work for Android or Google, I would never want another Google device ever. Probably.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't wait for. Let's go 2 years from now, and he gets snapped with a fucking Android phone in his hand. I can't wait for that to happen.
I mean, I put it in the rhymes like when I was growing up, when I was young, I worked at Wendy's.
Yeah,
I didn't want to eat Wendy's after working at Wendy's. You know, you get tired of it.
That's right. Yeah,
and so he has to be ready to be saying, "Oh, the live WWDC." The greatest iPhone ever made. He's got to be tired of saying that shit when he knows true it really is.
Now, so what was interesting about this? So, the other guy that you always see with Tim Cook, is it Craig something or other?
He's the guy who's the front runner, right?
Like the head designer. So he isn't tipped to take over. I thought he might have been the guy because he's more of a public face.
Well, Tim is more of a Steve Jobs. I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
Tim Cook's more of a numbers guy, so he was never really like an innovation guy. He was more like, and he made Apple tons of money without having that. But the guy they're looking at is like a design guy. So I think
the guy they're looking at is John Turnus, who is this dude here. I'll pull up his tab.
Yeah, that's the guy.
He's the hardware engineering guy. So this is the guy that they're looking at to replace Tim Cook.
The complete opposite of Tim Cook, who's not an engineer.
Yeah. Well, again, so I look at it from a marketing point of view. I look at it from an optics point of view. This guy's younger. He's a decent looking guy. He's got a youthful appearance. He's also been doing it for some time. He's been there since 2013, kind of about the same time as I think Tim Cook's.
But I don't understand what you're saying because Tim Cook is older, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And they're still making trillions of dollars.
Does it
really matter?
But if you want to change the narrative, right? You want to change the narrative of Apple. You bring in a younger guy.
Let me ask you this. Now, we're not businessmen. When is enough? Like when are you satisfied with your profits?
I don't think you're ever satisfied as a company because as soon as you start losing profit.
I think NVIDIA was the first $1 trillion or like $100 trillion or something crazy. I don't know.
But are you ever satisfied? That's the question, right? Like, are you ever satisfied with just
Well, why don't we ask Darren Megan Fox AI robot?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think it's time. I'm not surprised by this. I thought it might have happened a little earlier, to be honest with you. But I think, generally speaking, it's time for a change. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's been going sideways for Apple in the last year and a bit.
Yeah.
Apple Vision Pro.
And that's what's so sad. They've had so many misses in the last 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
And they're still making all that money.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's an optics thing, right? So you put a younger person in charge and all of a sudden you capture a younger market. Like, people are starting to realize now, like, so, I mean, I'm not surprised that this could happen.
Well, this is on the heels of Google Pixel, again, making huge leaps. Now, nothing like Apple, but selling the Pixel 10 is, selling out. I mean, it's crazy how good it's selling, whether we like it or not. And they see that, right now Google and Samsung are probably nothing to them. I mean, maybe more Samsung, but you don't want to lose what you've got. You got to keep that momentum rolling. And like, I see what you're saying. They're having a younger guy who's kind of attractive, who's an engineer. That can go two different ways.
I love how you phrase that. He's kind of attractive.
Well, I mean, like, attraction's like all perspective,
I know. Yes, I know.
I don't find many men attractive, so it's kind of hard to put that in perspective. But
just speak your truth. It's fine.
I don't know. I think this is interesting. I think Tim Cook was never really a good CEO. Obviously, he made millions of dollars, but I mean, I don't understand why he got where he was, but whatever.
Again, so, I mean, big news from Apple this week between the sock you can buy to put your phone in and, Tim Cook stepping down. Maybe that was Tim Cook's final product. Could you imagine? He goes out on the iPhone sock. Do you know what I want to see? And please, someone out there, please make this into a YouTube short or like a video on Instagram. I want to see someone tie 2 football socks together, make it into a sling, and then just cut a little hole in one of the socks to slip your iPhone in. And I want to see you walk down a public street with your iPhone sticking out of that little pocket. And I bet you people will legitimately not think anything of it. I think it'll be a very successful.
I'm looking up on Etsy right now. I can't imagine this hasn't been already, because Etsy's a huge company.
It's got to be copied already. That or AliExpress has already got the iPhone sock. I'm willing to bet.
I already looked it up. I swear to God. If this is on here, I'm on my...
It is. It's there, isn't it?
Crocheted
version. Oh,
I'm laughing because guess the price. This guy is selling a crochet pattern stretch... What's he calling this thing? Hold on. Stretched rib iPhone sock. Oh, I get it. Never mind. This is a digital download. So it's the instructions on how to do it yourself.
On how to do it, right? Okay. So he's got the CAD.
Oh
version.
My God! There is. I'm sorry. I'm done. Let's move on.
Jimmy the Fire Dragon just said, "Can't wait to see the Temu version." And absolutely, I would.
Honestly, the Temu and AliExpress version would probably be just as good.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Honestly,
it's fabric.
A bit of fabric, yeah,
I know.
Like even if you went to a fabric store and you bought the most luxe
fabric store
stretchy cotton, right? And you
go to a lot of fabric stores, Darren.
Yeah, like we have a lot of fabric stores here in Canada. Like this place, people buy fabric, no. But I mean, I just want to see 2 like football socks, just fucking tie.
Yeah, someone take some like dress socks or something and just sew them together. Yeah.
That should be, I think, Jason, our thumbnail for next week has been decided.
The sock. There is I don't know what the YouTube channel is anymore, but they would always knock every like Apple event where they'd have like, I don't know the guy. They need to do a knockoff of this and actually make a video.
Yeah, the video is pretty shameful. Like,
do you lock your socks?
Right.
Yeah. You want to sew them together to hold your phone.
All right. Now, while we move away from Apple, we got to talk about the OnePlus 15. So the OnePlus 15 was released this week, but not in the US, Jason.
Well, it's coming.
It's coming. So let me start with this article here. So the US government has been shut down for 43 days or was shut down?
It's open now, I believe. This is how much I follow. I could give I'm so tired of it, so I don't know. But so the government was shut down here, and to be able to sell a phone here in the U.S., you got to be FCC certified, which is the Federal Communications whatever. And since they've been shut down, OnePlus, I don't know when they decide to have these certifications done. You think they'd be done way more than 40 days in advance to when they're going to sell it. So maybe it's on OnePlus. But anyways, they've got to get the approval and network. I don't know how they do it. So since we were on a shutdown, it's been delayed. So when you go to the website, it's funny. I watched the live event. I don't know if you watched it. It was terrible. It was cheesy.
They always are from OnePlus.
It was a news, like they acted like it was a news event, like breaking news. Like, yeah. But anyways, I went on the website after the stream and they announced all the prices. And when I went, it still said notify me when available. Then a couple of days later, I checked and it had it like the prices listed $9.99 and $8.99, but you couldn't buy it. And then it was telling you how the delayed certification is going to make it whatever. But my thing is who's going to buy the OnePlus 15?
So, I mean, it's received very interesting.
Okay, let me ask you this:
reviews.
Who is OnePlus's sister company?
Oppo.
Okay, so you have the OnePlus 50.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
Yeah.
BBK, either way. See, I'm a rapper. OnePlus 15 and the Oppo 9 Pro for Find X9 Pro. For those who don't understand or are familiar, OnePlus has dropped Hasselblad.
Yes.
And they have there's a company that they work under in Darren said BBK. The Oppo Find X9 Pro looks almost identical to this because they share the same manufacturing process. Darren, if I had to tell you, I'm going to give you one of these two phones for free, but only one. The Oppo Find X9 Pro has a MediaTek 9400 9500. Okay. Yep. And that's the biggest differentiator is the processor, because the OnePlus uses the Snapdragon Elite Gen 5, right? That's right? Which would you take for free? And before we get into any further, it was free. No strings attached. Global, both global.
I would go with the Oppo.
Now, why would you go with the Oppo?
So, for the cameras.
Okay.
Now, I know that Marquez in his Waveform podcast.
His video review was very positive till one spot.
Now, on his podcast, the way that he described it was that the OnePlus 15 is the Oppo Find X9 Pro without the good cameras. And that's a beautifully summation of the OnePlus 15.
I agree. I bet that's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Because don't they use the same OS?
Same OS, basically same OS. They don't call it, color, but they call it oxygen or whatever it is. But look, I had it for review, and I've just finished my review of the OnePlus 15. And, from last year to this year, it is a big change in design philosophy. There are a lot of positives, like the screen is 165 hertz refresh rate. But I also think that OnePlus has changed focus. And what I believe is that they're trying to create a gamer's phone with the OnePlus 15.
Without the gaming aesthetic.
Without the gaming aesthetic.
So the general person will like, hey, I like this. It looks good. Because those gamer phones are very
flashy.
They look, people may not want that. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've got like a massive refresh rate, a massive battery. It's fast, it's speedy. But with most gaming phones,
the cameras
you don't need good cameras. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Dan were talking off screen about the Red Magic 11 Pro that gets released, I think this week or next week.
This week. Yeah.
It's by far the best Snapdragon Snapdragon Elite Gen 5 speed-wise, because it's got the best cooling. And we were talking off camera. The Snapdragon is, how do I want to put this?
Toasty?
It's very toasty, and that's the problem. Yeah. We both have the Vivo X300 Pro, which uses the MediaTek 9500, which, in all reality, is probably 5% slower than the Snapdragon.
Yeah.
I have had no overheating issues.
No, none at all. Like and I'll be honest with you, like from my experience with the MediaTek previously and the X200 Pro.
Yeah.
I actually found it better than the Snapdragon Gen Elite 3.
What we can say is there's no real there's no differentiating between the two.
No.
That's noticeable enough for the average consumer. And that's why I'm saying, like, the cameras make a phone. They really do.
A lot of the reviews I've read and watched and so on for the OnePlus 15, if this had been the Find X9 Pro rebadged as a OnePlus 15,
oh my God,
fucking killed.
I would have, but they can't because it's OnePlus. But I'm telling you,
I know.
If this came out with the same camera system, I don't care about Hasselblad. That's a color science. Sure. Then you use that's the only issue I would have, because OnePlus is always, and people who love OnePlus, I'm not trying to make up. I love OnePlus. I've had a bunch of their phones.
Yeah. But
they've always kind of struggled. Now, I want to say the 12 and the 13, maybe the 11, 12, and 13 cameras were like right there, like on the cusp.
Yeah.
So much better. But a lot of people are comparing this to the 13 and saying the 13 has better cameras. Do you really need the bump in performance, the 20% bump in performance? Hang on to your 13.
I'll be honest with you. They could have fucked off the 165 hertz screen and just put better cameras in here, and it would have been
They could have bumped up the 144, made it 120.
Yeah.
And I know MKBHD, and I think they made a big deal out of the haptic engine.
No,
not the haptic engine. Yeah. They made a big deal out of the I watched the live stream. They were talking
Oh,
about
the Detail Max, the engine, the photography engine.
No, it was something that you wouldn't think you needed. I want to say it was they made a change. It was like I thought it was a vibration system or something. Like no one thinks about this, but we decided to change it. And I'm like, no one's gonna really give a shit.
No.
I again, the cameras are very good, and it's priced for $899. And
the price is not bad.
If you compare it to I think Juan, his YouTube channel, he compared it to the Samsung S25 Plus. This is probably much better.
Yeah.
But it's their this is their flagship, so you would expect more. But he also pointed out the fact that this could be tariffs, constraints with money. When you're making a phone, you got to think of every single factor. You can't just say I'm going to put the best of everything and then charge $1,800 for a phone.
Honestly, and I'm Jason, and I mean this seriously, I would have been okay if they kept the exact same camera system but upgraded the telephoto to a 5x with a bigger sensor. And they're not even worried about the design. Like, I would have just left it. And I honestly believe you would have had a home run.
I actually like this design. It's getting hate a lot. I like the more. It looks like an iPhone. I get it, but it's more like simplistic, minimalistic. But I know what you're saying, and I'd been happy if they just kept the exact same cameras as 13.
Yeah,
people would have complained. Here's the problem, and Juan pointed this out in his YouTube channel. Samsung and Apple get a pass. They do these minute updates, and they sell billions and trillions of worth of money. And then these smaller companies trying to make a go, like OnePlus.
Yeah,
it's a very compelling package. 7,300 milliamp hour battery. I mean, you're never. And that's the biggest selling point. But I don't know. I just don't understand the point that people. It's still a good phone. We both have the Vivo. It's hard to say we would downgrade the camera system.
Yeah, I mean,
what's your priority?
What cameras and battery are important to me, but the Vivo has just almost the biggest enough battery. It has a 6,500.
It's about 1,000 milliamp hours less.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, the battery is killer.
Good. Yeah, like
my Pixel 10 Pro was terrible compared to this.
Yeah,
there's also a third the size or fifth, whatever.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I thought, so I know we're coming up to our end of year show on the 28th of December. Is our final
hot take.
Wrap up. I actually think when it comes to bust of the year, I don't think it's going to be the One Plus 15.
Oh, you said it is or isn't?
No,
I think
it's going to be. I actually think it's going to be the Pixel.
No,
I
for you, Pixel's selling too well. I think for the general consumer, it's a perfect phone. I don't think OnePlus is that bad. I think bust is going to be something, I don't know. I think it's going to be one of the thin phones. It's going to be the S25 Edge or the iPhone Air.
iPhone Air,
100%. I mean, everyone's like, oh, look, Samsung gave up. Then a week later, iPhone's like, yeah, we're done too.
Again, if in North America, we don't have a lot of choice. It's Apple, Samsung, Motorola.
Unless you import. Yeah,
unless you import. OnePlus 15 is the only other company that you can buy online and be North American equivalent.
And this is why we want it to be the Oppo.
Yeah, it should have just been the Oppo.
My other question is, why drop Hasselblad? They were just starting to get really good with that.
Yeah. So here is my question to you.
Oh, no.
You're BBK, and you're seeing that the OnePlus 15 is just kind of doing okay. Do you just say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just get rid of OnePlus and let's just make Oppo the global version and make that the North American equivalent. Rebrand the OnePlus website.
Are you saying for North America only?
For North America.
Yeah, because in India, I think OnePlus does pretty well in other parts of the country. Okay. So what's the question? What's the question?
So if to capture the North American market, USA and Canada, does Oppo just go, okay, we're going to get rid of OnePlus and we're going to just swap in Oppo, rebrand the OnePlus website to an Oppo, and let's just sell Oppo.
So let's just make Apple, whatever.
Yeah, make OnePlus.
Honestly, I don't know why they don't. I think it's the hesitation. It's money.
Yeah.
And especially in America, can't speak for Canada, but in the US, everyone's scared of China now. So everything, even though every single solitary phone we get is made in China, everyone's scared of spying. So I take my Vivo around and people are like, wow, that looks cool. Like I was at a birthday party yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? I have a couple people say, oh, that's a cool looking phone.
Yeah.
Who makes it? Vivo. Who the hell's that?
Yes, Vivo. Yeah. Nah.
So I think they have established areas they sell, regions.
Yeah.
And I don't think they'll make it go. Apple and Samsung are just too big.
So I actually think that OnePlus should become like the Realme to Oppo.
So instead of being Oppo, have a different name? Or just be OnePlus and actually be like an offset of Oppo?
An offset. Become an offset and make Oppo the main brand that sells in North America. I honestly believe that's what should happen. And
no, it can't be the Realme because Realme.
Oh no, you know what I'm saying? Like, like their version of like the sub brand of Oppo.
Sure.
See, I think about Australia because in Australia, Oppo is sold in stores. You can buy the Find X phone in electronic stores. Go to a Best Buy, whatever. Well, I know because I when I was there in the summer.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like you can buy all these phones. Xiaomi, Oppo, they're all available over the counter at like your local quote unquote.
But they have to have global versions though. I don't think Xiaomi has a global version, so you can't buy that in Australia. Because you guys use Google services in Australia.
You have the 15 Ultra, that was global.
Right, but I'm saying the 17 is not global.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like you're not going to get every phone, but
you get most of them, yeah.
Most of them, yeah.
The
like
Oppos, the Vivos, and
yeah, you could buy this in stores in other places. Why not make Oppo the priority here in North America? I honestly think, and listen, I love OnePlus. I'm not shitting on the brand.
No.
I loved my OnePlus 13. I thought it was the best phone that came out this year. And yes, it did come out in 2025. Just for the record.
I would disagree with that, but it was definitely, I don't know. This 15 is nice. So the battery, the processor is good. The RAM.
It's got nice upgrade.
It's got the, oh, that's what it was. I think if you get the 16 gig, they have like the Ultra, RAM.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I don't think anybody's including in their phones yet.
Yeah.
So I think it's got a lot of stuff going for it. I just think it's like typical OnePlus. Like you have the best of almost the best of everything. And it even has what? Yeah. Like 50-watt wireless charging or something.
Yeah.
Like it's got crazy stuff for the US.
Yeah.
But then you get the cameras, it's like people I don't know. You can only speak to I can't speak to the cameras because I've never owned I haven't had the 15.
Yeah.
I'm not privy to that information, I guess I could say.
Look, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a great phone. And it says this, and this is the Engadget review. It's a great phone, but if photography is your thing, it's not going to maybe be as good as what I believe last year's OnePlus 13. I took some amazing photos on that camera. My initial, I've just reviewed the phone. It's going to come out very soon. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a bit of a sidestep for OnePlus. Like they're heading in the right. It's not a bad thing.
They're searching for something. Like they're trying to an ecosystem. Like their tablets. I have their latest tablet. That I think they're amazing. They've been doing fantastic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can get the OnePlus 15 in the UK on Amazon?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Darren. We can import it.
Well, you know what's funny? Apparently,
you don't have to.
Well, apparently you can do that here in Canada too, but it's not on Amazon Canada. It never has been.
No, I'm saying we could log on the UK version of Amazon and have it delivered here.
To the X9 Pro?
No, the OnePlus 15.
Well, I mean, I can order it in Canada. It's just you guys in the US can't order it.
That's true. Yeah.
That's just,
honestly,
that's more of the issue. But
it doesn't. I think we're gonna. Look, if I was offered to like in your case, you got it for a review. If someone offered me a review, I would definitely do it. I just don't know if I want to spend $1,000 to try it out.
And that's exactly what. And that's
I'm not one of those guys that's going to buy it just to return it. I'm not doing that.
No, exactly. So, anyway, before we wrap up, Jason, in our what has become now a weekly segment, the Trump phone.
Hold on. Not Trump phone. Can we do two more things, or do you want to?
Okay, fine. Okay, go.
I have to talk about this. So, we have the Vision Pro. I have the Quest.
Oh yes. Valve?
Yes. You got to talk about this. So I'm going to share this. So Valve,
go. I don't know my thing yet. I wasn't have enough time. But go ahead. Yeah.
We got to go over a little bit. I just did something I shouldn't have done. But
Jason just closed the whole chat window.
No, I want to make sure I don't have all these ads opening up. But of course, that's joined for free. So I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to see of this. But Valve just announced a bunch of hardware. Now, if you don't know who Valve is, they make games, okay?
Yeah.
And they work very closely with Steam, and they our Steam. So they made a couple things. We have the Steam Machine. So this happened
Which
years ago.
I love the name of, for the record.
They had Steam Machines about 10 years ago, and they struggled. But Steam OS on the Steam Deck and all these other new gaming hands has been a godsend and amazing. Yes. So now they're making this. Now, I don't have a whole lot of reviews on this. This is just like, I know some guys online have, So we'll see. I don't know much about like the software or hardware of it. It's going to run Steam OS. But they also released a new controller and the Steam Frame, which is a VR headset. So the first time I saw this, I'm like, it's going to blow away everything out here. But it's not. It's not aimed to compete with what's out there now. Here we go.
Yeah, that's a picture of the headset, whatever the headset's called.
Yeah, the Steam Frame. So it's basically what differentiates this. It's not the most advanced. It's not a Vision Pro or a Android XR, but they have. So I have the Quest, and I use Virtual Desktop to be untethered from my gaming PC to do like Half-Life Alyx and some bigger budget games. This actually comes with a dongle or USB, and it's like instantaneous.
Oh wow!
So if you have a gaming PC, and it's also a standalone device. So I don't know. I just think that Steam is really catching on. I think Steam OS it's based on Linux, is the next gaming platform. Yep. Xbox should be nervous. PlayStation should be nervous. I don't know. I just wanted to share that. I don't know if it's
like 100%. Yeah, like I saw the release of this. It looks interesting, for sure.
I wasn't impressed with the specs I saw. I think what's his name, Linus Tech, had this on and he loved it. Like there's like no input lag. It's very fast. They have.
They're an established brand. Like it's not as if they're new to the space. They've been around for quite some time. So there's every chance they could have some success with
But Steam OS is amazing. With the Steam Deck, they proved that Steam OS can run almost any game, and it's very optimized for gaming. And developers are working with Steam OS to make the games work. Whereas Windows is so resource heavy that a lot of games don't work well. So I know it's not people aren't gaming people here, and I'm not a huge gamer either, but this excites me. The Steam Machine is something I would jump into as a PC player because I can hook it to a TV and a keyboard and mouse, and I can have a hell of a time. Now, yes, you can hook a computer up to it, but you have to run Windows. If I could avoid Windows and just play games,
that'd be amazing.
I don't know. Yeah. That's me. So
now I wanted to talk about the Trump phone. So I want to tell you a funny story here. So
I didn't hear anything about Trump phones recently. So
we've been talking about the Trump phone for the last couple of weeks, and I think our little friends over at The Verge have caught on. Because now they're starting to talk and wonder about where the hell the Trump phone is. So for a couple of weeks now, they've been kind of like paying close attention because that due date when the phone was supposed to be released has lapsed.
Oh, no.
So the team of The Verge have been kind of reaching out. Yeah.
Would you just give the Trump phone a little bit more time? You realize Trump is tearing down half the White House to build a ballroom.
Yeah.
He's got his priorities somewhere else.
So you can use his phone to take photos.
To record the videos of the dances at the ballroom.
So basically, if you are curious about the Trump phone, follow The Verge because they're following it pretty closely right now. But they're kind of asking now, does this actually exist? Or can we just kind of go, it's just bullshit. Let's move on.
Is this the Escobar phone? Like, are they just, is it real?
Is that what exactly? Is this real? We don't know.
If anybody who listens to this or watches this in the future has pre-ordered it, let us know. We would love to know updates on this because I don't want to plunk down $500 because I'm not a huge, like a phone I don't know much about. That's probably worth about $100. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm against Trump. I just don't know if it's real.
Well, I will say this much. The Verge have reached out to Trump Mobile for 3 weeks in a row and have yet to respond to a comment yet. So they're on this. We're following it too. We're waiting to see. But it's starting to feel a little bit Escobar phone-ish to say.
Could you imagine if it's an Escobar phone-ish and Trump's family is really involved with this?
So let me give you an example. Imagine an Escobar-esque company in that same region of the world tricked the Trump family into saying, we have this new smartphone, we want to call it the Trump phone, we can source it, and maybe that's the issue. They can't get their hands on it. Could you imagine what
Yeah,
a media
they went
shitstorm that would
they
be?
went to AliExpress and bought 100,000 phones, and this company Escobar-esque just put some gold leaf on it.
Now, Jason, let me ask you this. Do you not honestly believe that the Trump mobile execs couldn't go on AliExpress and get a customized Trump mobile phone from AliExpress that's a, shitty S9e from 10 years ago with the Trump branding on it and then just get a mass manufactured?
Well, I don't mean they go to AliExpress. They can go to any Chinese manufacturer.
Yeah, and just get
I'll be honest, there's this thing like, there's a company called Monoprice. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Yeah.
They make speakers, and it's a Chinese-esque company. And they have this surround sound system that they were sued on multiple times. It was like a basic surround sound system for like $100 or $200. And it was a direct like duplicate of a Klipsch surround sound system. And what they found out is only a handful of companies are making phones and speakers, right?
Yep.
So if you and me want to make a Tech Disruptors phone, we go to one of these manufacturers, and as long as it's not copyrighted or trademarked, you grab the basic design, add your stuff to it, and then sell it. So I can't tell you. You can't tell me that Trump, as a businessman, his whole family couldn't just go to jump on a plane. China loves them, I'm sure, and say, "Hey, we want to make these phones. Give us your cheapest phone you make. Let us slap our logo on it and then mass produce it." There's no way they couldn't do that.
Well, listen, no matter what happens, we are going to keep making this Trump phone a reality until they come out and directly say, yeah, we were just full of shit, or shut the website down, which I believe. Should I look into
making a Tech Disruptors phone?
Yes, you should. Definitely.
Should it be cheap or nice?
$99, right? I think that's pretty good.
Oh my God.
A flip phone, circa 2003.
With no Android or
I'm
iOS.
sure we could get a Motorola Razr-esque designed phone with the Tech Disruptors logo on it for, I don't know, $99 to our fans. But anyway, on that note, we are done for this week. Thank you very much, everybody who's listening live and watching us live on YouTube. If you are not already liked and subscribed, hit those buttons. It helps us out. And also check us out, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Good Pods.
Instagram, TikTok, X. You can find us everywhere. We put a lot of work into this, into labor of love. We'd love for you guys to find us, see our shorts. It's a fun thing. It really is.
And Jason will actually show you his shorts if you want to see some shorts next week.
Sure.
Bit of hairy leg there too, maybe. They'll be the ones that ride up at the thigh a little. It's okay. Just close your eyes. On that note,
please close your eyes.
We will wrap it up there. My name is Darren. This guy is
Jason.